Have you ever looked at an airline flight map and wondered, why do airplanes seem absolutely terrified of the Pacific Ocean? If you book a flight from Los Angeles to Tokyo, the shortest path on a map looks like a straight horizontal line directly across the water. But if you look at the actual route the plane takes, it curves way up north, hugging the coast of Canada, flying over Alaska, and finally coming down into Japan. Are airlines avoiding the Pacific because it's too vast? Are the waters too dangerous? Or is there a secret they just aren't telling us? Today, we are unpacking the surprising science, history, and geometry of why planes rarely fly straight across the Pacific Ocean, right here on Simple Things Surprising Histories. The first reason planes avoid the middle of the Pacific is all about geometry, and it starts with a geographic illusion we've all believed since elementary school: flat 2D maps. Because we are used to looking at flat maps, a straight line between North America and Asia seems to go right through the middle of the ocean. But our planet isn't flat, it's a sphere. And on a sphere, the shortest distance between 2 points is something called a great circle route. If you take a physical globe and stretch a piece of string between Los Angeles and Tokyo, you'll notice that the string doesn't cross the middle of the Pacific. It naturally curves up toward the North Pole and back down. Flying this northern route cuts off thousands of miles. Airlines aren't avoiding the ocean out of fear, they are just taking the actual mathematical shortcut to save time and fuel. But geometry isn't the whole story. The second reason is safety. The Pacific Ocean is incredibly vast and empty. Imagine flying straight across it. If an engine fails or there is a sudden medical emergency on board, you need a place to land, fast. Aviation authorities enforce a very strict safety rule known as ETOPS, Extended Range Twin Engine Operations Performance Standards. Simply put, this rule dictates how far a twin-engine plane is allowed to fly from an emergency diversion airport at all times. For most modern planes, they must be within a 2 to 3 hour flying window of a runway at all times. If a plane flies straight over the central Pacific, there is nowhere to go. But by taking the curved northern route, planes are constantly within reach of emergency airports in Canada, Alaska, Russia, and Japan. It provides a continuous, life-saving safety net. The third fascinating reason involves invisible forces high up in the sky, the jet streams. These are massive, high-altitude rivers of wind that blow from west to east, sometimes reaching speeds of 200 miles per hour. When planes fly from North America to Asia, flying straight across the Pacific means fighting a massive, fuel-draining headwind. To avoid this, pilots fly up north where the winds are much calmer. However, nature always demands a balance. On the return trip from Asia back to North America, planes will actually fly a bit further south over the open ocean to catch that massive tailwind, using the jet stream as a free speed boost back home. So, the next time you board a long flight and look at the screen showing your route, don't be surprised when your plane heads toward the Arctic Ocean instead of the sunny Pacific. It's a perfect combination of spherical geometry, life-saving safety protocols, and dodging the hidden rivers of the sky. As it turns out, the simplest route on paper is rarely the smartest in reality. If you enjoyed this little flight into aviation secrets, please hit the like button, share this with a fellow traveler, and subscribe to Simple Things Surprising Histories for more fascinating truths behind our everyday world. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.